Alright boys, our current depth study is water in our world, and we've been working through that lately in class. You're asked to bring in a water bill which gives a very accurate account of how much water you use at your home, because they read your water meter. Prior to doing that though, I did ask you to go onto the Yarra Valley interactive water website to get an estimate. So this is more of an estimate with your parents to see how accurately you think you use water compared to your water bill. And this estimate here says, over on the left hand side, it says daily water usage, meaning your estimate that you created with your parents, and what the average daily water use is for a family of 5. So for me, I did my family of 5 here, and this is what the average family of 5 would use. And you can see we're doing quite well in the bathroom, in the laundry and the kitchen, but I'm using more water outside, so I'm going to have to look at water saving measures to decrease the amount of water I'm using outside. I can explain that my water usage was up here because of the fact that I put in a whole lot of new plants and I was trying to keep the water up to them over the summer period. So we're looking at our water usage, and we're basically trying to think of strategies that we can use in the household in order to reduce our water usage, bring it back down below the average like these 3 other ones. Okay. So the water meter here that most of us have in our front yard is where the meter readers would come out and read our water meter, and they'll be able to tell from over a 3-month period, comparing the 2 numbers and doing a calculation how much water we use. On my water bill, or a water bill, you can see up here on the side the average daily water use. So this is for 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. So this is over a 12-month period. You can see my water usage goes up and down and up and down. So a bit of work to do at my place. So this is an introduction to the actual assignment. Now what you're going to do as geographers, we've collected our data. Now we need to know how we're going to use that information to give us some strategies to save water in our home. So in class, we've had a bit of a reflection on these questions here. We wrote a bit of a paragraph and we compared our estimate with the actual water bill. And here is the assignment. You'll notice the assignment has 3 steps: step 1, step 2, step 3. First one is to investigate, and this is where we collected our information. We've done our investigation. Now we're going to plan our attack and then create an advertisement, which I'll go into in more depth now. So here we have it. We have done this mostly and tick this off. We did this in class. Now we have to plan our attack. It says here, identify and list 3 spaces in your home where water usage could be reduced. Now I could look at the outside of my home, around outside my house. Okay, I have mains water, plus I have tank water. I could look at how I could reduce my water usage outside, or I can improve my usage of water. I could look in my bathroom also, because there's always places in the bathroom where you could save water, such as a shower, the basin, a bath, toilet, etc. And it says here, number 2, take photographs of these spaces. So take nice clear photographs of these spaces and write down why water needs to be reduced and what strategies you could use to reduce the water. So this is the important thing here. What strategies? So we really have to think carefully and creatively about how we can save water in these parts of our home. You should aim to come up with at least one practical idea for each of your photos or those spaces. And the last step is, once you've identified the areas, you have to create, as a follow-up to what you have learned about water use in your home, it says create an advertising video of between 30 to 60 seconds to try and convince your family to use water saving strategies in those spaces of your home. It should be educational but entertaining. Now there's a checklist. You've got to check that you've covered everything. There's a criteria sheet, and you can pause the video now to have a bit of a look at that. Keep moving. Now the obvious water saving techniques in the laundry, front loading washing machine uses less water, dual flush toilet cistern or suite, better is a water saving device. They often have star ratings on them, so you can really look at which ones are the most water efficient. Of course, we talked about the aerators in our taps, and talked about flow reducing valves, etc. In our shower heads to reduce the amount of water that comes out of our shower head and therefore save water. Now they're the obvious ones. Maybe you can think of different ways to save water. Maybe you can cut down the number of times your washing machine is used. Maybe some people throw their jumper and their trousers in the washing machine after wearing them once instead of maybe wearing them twice before they wash them, or 3 times, or whatever the case may be, seeing it's an outer garment. And in a way this is too. Okay, so moving along, here's our checklist, there's our rubric. But how will you present your work? Now again, we've got to be creative. Think about how you can present it in a creative manner. You only have 60 seconds. You have between 30 and 60 seconds to create for your ad to convince your family. You could use Corel Screen Capture, which is what I'm using right now, and everybody's got that on their laptop. You could make a film, you could act in that film, you could make a photo story, you could make an iMovie. Pick something that works for you, but you really need to plan. You can't just take photos and talk about them, because that's not creative, that's not entertaining, and we really have to think about strategies. Alright, so keep calm and follow the criteria. And here they are again. Keep calm and check your calendar. Class calendar, which will have all of the resources you require and due dates, etc. So keep an eye on those. And that's all I want to say in this video. So get to it, have fun, be creative, and check the criteria, and I look forward to seeing your work.